Look at this bait and switch here. We got the old school arcade beat 'em up. Arc System Works. We kind of like know and trust them at this point. But then, what? It's like they're pulling a Sega with Streets of Rage where they announced a 3D game. What the heck was that? Like, why do they need to go into a refrigerator? Why do they get knocked into that? Maybe it could be fun. Uppercutting enemies into trash cans and refrigerators. Here's the final boss, I'm assuming. We're already like he's in his final stage here from the retro games. It's kind of cool to see it in 3D. Like, I don't know if we can get a better look at this place here, but it is clearly the Shadow Master from Double Dragon. He's in his final stage. I can't like really get a good look. I guess this is probably the best view we're gonna get, but like obviously they got the best music and everything. I'm not so keen on this design. He doesn't feel super Double Dragon to me, but maybe it's okay. Looking at our heroes here, Billy and Jimmy. My biggest complaint right now, besides the fact that it's 3D and it probably doesn't look that much better than Double Dragon Neon, is where's the Denim, guys? We got Denim here. You guys can see my mouse. Yeah, you can. And Denim here. You don't got any Denim, man. None. What's up with that? I got Denim. That was a big part of it, wearing the jean jackets and stuff, and the vests. There we go. This is Double Dragon Revive. I don't know what to think about this yet. Just like the G.I. Joe game, I'm going to need to play a demo or something to really get an idea of what the heck I'm looking at. Is this something I want to play? Is this something I want to buy? Does it feel like Double Dragon to me? I don't know. Is it like Sega's doing with this with Streets of Rage, the next one? I thought it was going to be by the same devs that did Streets of Rage 4, which was an amazing game. I loved that game. It was fantastic. It just basically took over my Twitch channel for months because I just loved it, especially the survival mode and everything. But now they're going to a 3D game. They're not going back to that same developer for a sequel, which makes no sense to me because they made a ton of money. But now Arc System Works is doing the same thing. They're like, okay, I see what Sega's doing. I'm gonna do the same thing with Double Dragon. We already just released Double Dragon Gaiden, so the retro fans, like me, have been taken care of. We've been fed. And we're also getting the Double Dragon twins in River City Girls. That's part of the DLC. But now we're getting this. I'm wondering if this is an opportunity they think to inject new blood into the Double Dragon franchise, because going into 3D, maybe they think a different type of player will look at it. And I think that kind of like speaks to it in these platforms. So take a look, coming out in 2025. So clearly what we saw, not a final build. That gives me some hope here. So Double Dragon Revive, PS5, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and Steam. No Switch. I think if there is a retro player out there looking for pixel art games, they're on Switch. That said, probably everybody that's got an Xbox and PS5, if you're a living human being that has a video game system on Earth, you might have a Switch already with how many they've sold. I feel like that's a choice, because you cannot possibly tell me that this can't run on Switch. This looks like it's running on half Switch power, to be honest. But it's also a real early build. And that's not a Bobo, don't give me that. First off, look at that. Look at that, that Abobo. The wall behind him is not destroyed. He didn't break through that. And I don't know, he looks more like a normal human. Like, this is like less characterized. Like, Abobo looked like massive. He looked gigantic, bigger than big. Yeah, that guy is really, really big, but he just looks like a tough dude. He doesn't look like a Bobo. Fighting him was an event when you were a kid. It was a thing. I don't know if fighting this guy would elicit that same feeling of awe and terror. I just don't know. And I know the Switch can play this. It's nonsense to say it can't. They look like they were on GameCube. Bye, everybody.